Before I get to Rowan, our federal governments have spent so far more than $50 billion on this national broadband network, and it was supposed to be state-of-the-art and would let us all work from home and be so connected. Well, I think this coronavirus scare has exposed the fact that we're still not connected like we should be. I know it's a personal gripe, but I've been seeing with so many people working from home, not going into our studios, how, like, for example, Skype connections have been terrible. Most of them from Australia, from overseas, have been fine. And it seems for many users, the speeds that they download speeds, etc., have been dropping. So, what are we doing wrong? And that's even after, by the way, Netflix has agreed to stop streaming its stuff in high definition to help the NBN cope with all the traffic. Is it? Well, I don't know. We'll ask an expert. And I hope he's got the brilliant equipment to justify his status as a prominent technology commentator, Trevor Long, who also produces and hosts two popular podcasts, EFTM and Two Blokes Talking Tech. Trevor Long, let me have a look at the picture that you've got from... Oh, my goodness me, that is fantastic. That is the best I've had so far. What is the problem? It seems to me from this beautiful picture of you in your home, the problem is not necessarily the NBN, but how we're using it.
That's right. Look, touch wood, this does hold up because I am using Skype here and the NBN. But I guess the difference in this cross is I'm using slightly better camera. I'm hardwired into my modem. And Andrew, I think that's what we're finding here is, and I'm not saying the NBN's not struggling, there may be issues, but one of the things that's happening is a lot of people are now using their homes more. And it's actually the in-home Wi-Fi that's likely struggling rather than the actual internet connection. And what that means is you've got a great internet connection sitting next to the modem that the internet provider gave you. But when you go to the other side of the house and your kids all sit there and they're all on the Wi-Fi network, is the Wi-Fi network able to keep up with that amount of traffic? Is the Wi-Fi network extended correctly to that part of the home? You don't get the same speeds at the other end of the Wi-Fi network that you do at the modem. And I think that's one big challenge for people. And Andrew, the second one is the telcos. I could be with one telco and you could live next door to me and have a completely different experience because the telcos choose how much bandwidth, how many lanes of traffic on the internet they provide to every suburb. If your telco is not providing, switch to a telco that does.
Well, Trevor, this is really an issue because say this thing lasts for months, this crisis, and we're getting hundreds of thousands more workers working from home. We're going to be tested on whether we really are connected like we should be. And people are saying this shift, well, obviously a lot of people are going to get back to work when it's over, but they're saying it harbours, you know, it's a harbinger of a long-term shift to working from home. What do you reckon people need to do?
I think we're going to see a shift to work from home because businesses will realise it can be done. They'll have the faith in it. And so I think we need to look at our internet infrastructure. We need to make sure that there is an upgrade path for the NBN. There are millions of people on a lower grade NBN to what I've got, for example. They need to have an upgrade path. We need to make sure that happens. But for people that are going to invest in working from home or using their home internet more, you need to make sure that you're investing in your home network. And that's what I say, upgrade your internet Wi-Fi connection, which is a simple purchase from a retail store, and you don't need to change your plan with your telco. And critically, we have to vote with our feet. If your neighbour has a better internet than you, ask them who they're with and switch telcos. We have to have more flexibility in our lives, and we have to rely on the telcos to provide to the whole community. Now, the telcos in their defence have done amazing things in this last couple of weeks without prompting to give people more data, unlimited data, and the NBN has added capacity as well. So I think we're on the right track.
Trevor Long, all I can say is you're a walking advertisement for your own advice. People should look at your connection there and marvel and listen to what you just said. Trevor Long, thank you so much indeed for your time.
A pleasure.